Hello, everybody. Welcome to Daytona for ARCA. We're going to be having 60 laps tonight in the Relentless Racing League ARCA Series. So, time to get some stuff going. Tonight, we're going to have Daytona. Daytona, I'll tell you, it is a track. Gives pretty much anybody a chance to win. Everybody loves the track. Some hate it, some like it. So we'll see how it goes tonight. Got a few minutes left in practice. Actually, just 26 seconds. Looks like it's going to be about a 20-car field tonight. Gonna scoot Streamlabs over to the other screen real fast. Get it out of the way. And it's going to be time for qualifying. So, one track really doesn't matter where you qualify. However, I'd rather be at the front. At least then you don't have to, worry about people getting in the wrecks and whatnot. Being in the rear can be considered safe, but you do have to go through the work of getting upper. One place I wouldn't want to be, though, would be in about the middle of the track, like in that 10th place or something. That's where I would not want to be hanging around, because you'll have people trying to block to stay in front and people trying to get in front of you from behind. All right, time for qualifying. Now let's get going. John and his number 96 Texaco Avalon Dodge. Going to be the first one out on track. Haven't seen him win a race in my time of commentating, so maybe the 96 will get a win here tonight. First lap, typically the fastest lap in these lower powered cars. There is chances for people to improve, but we will see what they're capable of. Off turn 4 for the first time to start his first lap. Green flag for John D'Amato. He's running the high side for his first lap, so he's definitely going to try for a heater on his second lap. Nathan Nixon, however, coming to take his first green right now. We got Super Speedway Jesse Holmes coming out on track. Got a couple other guys getting on track, getting ready to get going. Chad Wiggins off pit road right now. All right. John D'Amato is going to be the first guy to clock in a time. And 0.47 off of McRae. Now, he was running the high side there, so I would expect that to change. McRae obviously wasn't running the high side, so I believe that might be McRae's fastest lap. D'Amato just hanging on the bottom. Gasser beats McRae by just a tiny bit. Weston, 10th faster. Pettit puts down a 50. It'll be interesting to see if D'Amato can get down a pole lap here with the high side strategy. Across the line he goes. Second fastest. McRae still faster. So McRae right now at the top of the pole. Super Speedway Jesse Holmes, 10th fastest, trying for a heater now on his second lap. Johnny Rocket gets up second place. Nixon up to 4th. Weston's fallen down to 8th. Pettit down to 5th. Chad Wiggins Slowest lap so far. He has one more to go, though. Holmes gonna need a big improvement here. Never been shown that he loves the super speedways. Probably loves the super speedways more than anyone else here. Across the line goes Jesse. 4th place, not bad. Joe Nallback gonna take himself to 5th position. Chad Wiggins looking to rocket up the board. And Chad is going to go to 8th fastest. I think we only got 2 more guys that are going to be trying to throw in a lap. I think these are the only 2, Nallback and Gasser. The only guys that have not put down a lap that are going to qualify. Randy across the line. Does not improve. That should be all for qualifying now. So, with that being said, we're going to get someone that's going to be joining us periodically for the day. Here's Bobby Rafferty. Bobby?
All right,
yes,
gentlemen.
sir.
No qualifying tonight. Starting 15th. They're going to be joining us periodically through the night. 60 laps. How about it?
We have 60 laps tonight.
Gonna have some fun here.
70 miles an hour.
And I'm actually gonna move myself all the way to the end of the line.
Pit road speed is 60. You have
But
5.
Along with all the other admins.
What you're starting on.
Yep. Give me 1
let's
second.
try not
Steven's
to win
doing
the
his
race on lap 1 going into turn
pre-race.
1. Let's give a lot of people space and
I'm going to mute him too, just so we don't get caught up by that. But, you know, let's go over the starting lineup real quick once everybody gets themselves sorted out and into the grid. McRae and Brugge are going to be the top 2. Collier is going to be 3rd with Jesse Holmes 4th, Joe Nallback 5th, and Nathan Nixon 6th, Adam Pettit 7th, and Chad Wiggins 8th. John O'Manor 9th, Randy Gesser 10th, Stephen Hine 11th, and Tom Gulker 12th. 13th, Justin Weston, 14th, Robert Tripp, 15th, Bobby Rafferty, 16th, Mike Simone, 17th, Matt Forns, 18th, Mason Fuller, 19th, Tanner Bukowski, 20th, Stephen McComas, 21st, Tony Frey, 22nd, Zach Bucher. Just waiting for the speech, and we'll be good.
Yep. And
sounds like you took a long breath before doing that one.
Yeah, I just put it on push to talk. I'm sorry about that to everybody in the broadcast. I just realized that I was not on push to talk.
Oh, no, it's no worries.
But no, yeah. Super speedway racing, it's not exactly my favorite deal, but I figured, you know, what the heck, why not?
Have some fun. Maybe help out Johnny?
Exactly. Nope, I have to stay in an admin role within this series, and, you know, Johnny is going to do what Johnny is going to do, and we're just going to go and race and have some fun and see what happens. I don't know if I'll actually finish the race or not tonight. I may run till about 2-3 to go, and if I can get off the track safely, I'll go ahead and do so, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how we go.
Sometimes, you know, you get involuntarily taken out of the races too. Exiled SDK, not Martin. It is the ARCA SDK that I have loaded there, Jeremy. So
that's the other thing. I definitely am going to run a few of these races, considering my team is sponsoring this series. I figure, why the hell not?
You know, it's actually funny considering the SDK. I don't know if something broke with it, but it's not displaying the stuff correctly. Well, in the projects, and it's not working. Uh-oh.
SDK doing SDK things.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I think we got the problem. We're importing the wrong file, I think.
Well, we're coming off turn 4 right now. I'm looking up there, watching for that pace car to come off. In this series, we go on the green flag. Pace car is off. And I'm starting caboose on the fields. Green flag is out.
Yeah, green flag out. Good start by the top two. They're going to get away from each other, but they'll just get pretty much swallowed up as they get down in the back straightaway. Nathan Fuller looking to pull out of the top line, get onto the inside. First car to really start making any moves. Yeah, just a quick question there, Bobby. The SDK is supposed to be the red one for Exiled, yes?
As far as I know, yes,
There we go. Perfect. All right. Anyway, Johnny Brugge moves up to the high side. Jesse Holmes, looking to do what he does best. Win at Super Speedways. Not going to lead the first lap, it looks like, but looks like it's going to be a battle between the pole sitter in second place. McRae going to lead the first lap tonight. So, one question that we always ask with super speedways, especially with a smaller field, is it's more likely to kind of go along. What is the fuel mileage looking like tonight?
Let me scroll through here and check real quick. So right now, I am showing 23.9 laps from here. We would have to stop.
So at least a two-stopper. Hopefully there isn't an incident like pit road on the truck race where multiple cars got crammed coming in the pit road. Then that really can stretch the cars out and kind of stuck where you are then.
Yeah, all things considered, though, I do have to, me personally, I've got to give a kudos to all the truck drivers on Tuesday night. They put on a phenomenal race. It was a total 180 of what we've had. It looks like everybody really buckled down and said, all right, we don't want to just sit here and run around under caution. And they put on a phenomenal show. I could not be any more proud of our truck drivers.
Got a little sloppy near the end, but that's almost to be expected with a super speedway race.
Yeah, that's plate racing. That you really can't do anything with. That's just super speedway racing, and especially in the trucks, they can really take a decent shot like the next gens can. So you're gonna go for everything you got.
Yeah, my truck got a fair beating that day. Got involved in 3 separate incidents, managed to finish third, so I guess those numbers add up. Could have maybe won the race. Had a fender on the left side at the end of the race. Jesse Holmes to the lead.
Yeah, it's definitely a high-speed pace lap out right now.
Yeah, definitely high-speed pace lap. No one really making any kind of drastic maneuvers. Everyone is trying to... It looks like the top is, they're pushing one guy to the front, and then they advance the next guy to the front, and they push him in front. But, the top's going to run out of guys eventually, but it's pretty much even.
Yeah, and everybody, for the most part, is really minding their P's and Q's right now. I'm very, very impressed, but at the same point, comes to be expected with this series as admin over this series here. Myself and Steven have been extremely impressed with the amount of give and take the drivers have shown and the amount of respect. It's been really nice to see.
ARCA series has been pretty clean, Maybe a little bit less people than what we had last season, but they've all been running very, very well. All right,
without a doubt.
We'll let you enjoy your high-speed pace lap. As we said, we'll check in from time to time. So I'll send you back up to where you were with McComas, and we'll drag you down in a little bit.
Absolutely, have fun.
All right, which channel?
Pit Road, I believe.
All right, there he goes. Yeah, he'll be joining in on us from time to time because I'm very alone today. We have no friends up here in the booth with me, so we gotta we'll take what we can get. One car moves outside, 9 car, and doesn't look like he's gonna have any friends to play with. No one's gonna come along with him. He's just gonna fall back in the line before he gets swallowed up by everybody else. McRae falling back 7 spots. The only person who's fallen more is Chad Wiggins. He's fallen down 10. Highest mover right now as well would be Tony Frey in the 6 car. Started in the 21st position, just slowly making his way up on the high side. Everyone really keeping the distance. Can't really push these cars because what will happen with these cars is you'll jack them up pretty much. The rear wheels will, get lifted off the track, and then what will happen is you'll pretty much spin out. The 9 looks to the outside again, just no one willing to help. Just needs to, maybe help the 95. No one's really willing to go with him. But the thing I like about it is if I'm a guy watching, it's like this is going to be a guy. I mean, it tells you something. He's going to be willing to pull out and make that kind of move at the end. So if I'm willing to work with that guy later on, it's something to be aware of. But also, got to be aware of it because if I'm ahead of him, he might be doing the same thing as well. So just something to put in the memory bank and remember. Everyone still remaining single file. Nathan Nixon out to the lead now, ahead of Jesse Holmes. Only about a half car length lead, getting the push from the 49 to Adam Pettit. He's running really close to the 33. Is what we'll call pushing the bubble because you can't really, as I said, get on the rear end of these cars. So what you need to do is you need to get on the rear of them like you're pushing a bubble. And that's about as close as you can get without wrecking a guy. You can maybe get a little bit closer, maybe an inch closer, but you can't get much closer than wrecking a guy. You can see the 29 trying to get a little bit of a side draft on Adam. There are some drivers that just have a knack for doing good at the super speedways. Some guys always manage to find themselves in contention. The win. Some guys always manage to find themselves up at the front. There are some guys that manage to just keep up front too, but just never manage to pull out the win. I'd say Jesse Holmes is a guy that he pulls out a lot of super speedway wins. Across the line, Nathan is going to lead that lap by about an inch. We'll be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network, 11 to 60 down at Daytona.
Thing that's really worked for me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade. You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good! Just try it.
The Southern Broadcast Race Network back at Daytona. If you're looking to maybe get your league broadcasted, make sure you message us on one of the apps that are in the description below of the Twitch channel. So we have our Facebook, Discord, Twitter, YouTube. So if you're able to, make sure you hit us up on there. Maybe we'll get your league broadcasted. Got a lot of open dates, a lot of open times, so just hit us up with what you need. 12 laps complete. Nathan Nixon and Jesse Holmes still battling for the first position. Nixon still leading on the high side by just a little bit. And as Bobby said, you know, you can make it about 23 laps on a tank of fuel. So, you know, we're about halfway there. And, you know, we're not at that point yet. But when we get to about, I'd say, 4 laps in the tank, 5 laps in the tank, it's really when you're wanting to make your moves, figure out who you're pitting with. You don't want to be caught up on the outside and lose a lot of time. When you don't have a lot of fuel in the tank, you can't make it around one more time. Yeah, most guys are going to try to make it as long as possible. The 33 moves down low. The 49 thinks about 3 wide. Does not take it. Jesse Holmes will get the lead as the outside line stalls out just about a half car length. We got Chat. He wants a 29 to win. Would be a popular win, I would say. If he did. James McRae still kind of stuck fourth on the outside line. You know, not really able to move anywhere. Tony Frey falling back a couple of positions down to the 15th spot. Nathan Nixon, one of the highest movers still. He's up 5 spots. In the lead right now, started 6th. The only person with more spots gained is Tony, but he's fallen back. Has only gained 6 on the day in total. Mike coming down solo for an early pit stop. Wondering if he's going to call it quits tonight or is just maybe trying for a strategy move. Let's see. 12 down pit road. Going to get a right side tire change on the 12. And going to get 4 tires, so long time on pit road. Yeah, he's stopped. Wonder if he has a black flag. No, he does not. So yeah, it looks like Mike Simone may be calling it quits tonight. Been on pit road for over 45 seconds, so well, that might be the end of Mike tonight. They're wiggling a lot, but they're giving each other a lot of space. And the 33 and the 49, you know, they've made it out. They almost had the 29 clear. Weren't able to take care of it, though. Bobby Rafferty, by the way, taking a look at where he is. Could be EOL, but still kind of just chilling in the rear, having some fun. Perhaps just waiting for something to happen. I can tell you, wrecks here are always fantastic, though. Looking on the tower, and to see the kind of movement that people are doing. They're wiggling a little bit in the corners, but no one's really making any kind of moves. You can see just the amount of speed that high side gets off of the corner. You know, the inside gains a lot of it back as they go into the entrance of the corner, but yeah, they get a lot, especially when there are 2 cars connected like they are. The 15 really far off the 29, and you know, the 29 being left alone like that, you know, it does kill the inside speed. And the 29, he really wants that 15 to get a little bit closer and give him the help. Because the 49 is just giving a tremendous amount of help to the 33, and there we go. Both of them are clear. Going to check up the inside a bit, but now the 95 is going to lead the outside line. And I'd say the 39 and the 49, they are definitely working the best together right now. And these are 2 guys that I think you'll want to keep an eye out for. They're working extremely, extremely well together. They're not afraid to get close. So keep an eye out for these 2 because they are working tremendously good at each other, giving each other real good pushes. The 15 abandons the 29 out to the outside line. Looks like the 29's going to go with Johnny Brugge back to the outside. 49 now. Going to be getting a push from the 45. The 9 of McRae moves down low. Yeah, there's Brugge giving the shove to the 29. But now they're going to have to accomplish the same thing, which is, roll the outside, get the big boost of momentum, and try to take back the inside and cut these guys off. And you got to be quick with it too, or figure out where you're going to be going, because we're at lap 20 of 60. Pit stops are probably going to be happening inside of probably the next 2-3 laps. You got to be aware of that, so you don't run yourself out of fuel. And if I'm one of these guys on the outside line, if I'm able to, I'm going to try to take something on the inside, get a position, and be prepared for a pit stop. You don't want to be stranded out there. And we're at a point where you're pretty much guaranteed to do a two-stopper no matter what. But also, if you run that car out of fuel, you have a lighter car for a couple of laps. Tires, they really don't make a difference. A couple gallons, that can be worth a little bit of time. Gasoline is very, very heavy. And the guys that have been leading too all day, they're going to be a little bit shorter on fuel than the rest of the field. So take the 33 and the 29, for example. They've been out there the bulk of the time. They're probably going to have about a lap, maybe half a lap less fuel than everybody else. Big wiggle from the 29. Almost no help. It's on the high side right now. No one coming down pit road just yet. The outside can still maintain good momentum though if you're running like the 15 and the 29 are. You don't need a lot of people behind you to get good runs, but it is much more difficult. Waiting for the calls. Only about 4 cars on the high side, so they're probably going to stay out and hope that a lot of these bottom cars come into pit. Still no takers. And we got to be running close to the end of this fuel run. I don't think anybody's going to be able to make it 30 laps. That'd be a very tall order to ask. Holmes still making the charge. The 10 car getting down low now, finding his position in line. Good move by the 10 of Stephen Hine. Only about 3 cars still trapped on the outside. We got to see some pit stops coming. No, they're still going. Looks like they're waiting until the absolute last minute. Well, we're going to get Bobby down here and see what Bobby has to say. Hello.
What's up?
Well, we got to be coming to the end of this fuel run. How much you got left in the tank there?
Right about 4 laps. I'm at 4.2 right now.
Yeah,
so in about 2 laps.
As someone, that has been, kind of hanging back to, you've probably saved a little bit more fuel than everybody else. We're not going to be able to make it to the end. Everyone's, jockeying, trying to get to their place on the inside. How do you think this first round of pit stops will go?
Spicy. Very spicy.
Think anyone's going to get run over? Anyone going to get mega crammed?
I'm hoping for no mega crams. But I'm making my way up a little bit right now. And we got guys announcing they're pitting this time, so we'll see how this goes. I think we're going to have quite a few pit stops coming up here, Joe.
Yeah, we got a long snake. Everybody out, everyone on the inside line except for 2 cars. 1 or 2 cars coming out on the outside, but yeah, if you're in the front, you're definitely going to be at an advantage. But the only problem with being at the front is you might get hit by a squirrely guy coming in too hot. Only a couple cars come down pit road. Jesse Holmes, Joe Nallback, and John DeMotter. Everyone else stays out. That's kind of surprising they came so early.
It definitely surprised me.
And Brugge moves inside, and 95 is the only car still on the outside line.
77 pitting this time.
Yep. And the 29 is going to be alone now because he didn't take tires. At least he didn't take left side tires, but we got a lot of guys down now. So everybody locking up the brakes. One car gets spun. That's going to be the 66. Ooh,
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing there.
It looked like he may have locked up, or the guy next to him locked up. Yeah, he locked it up pretty bad and hit you. Hit Fuller as well. Yeah, it's down pit road. Some guys take 2, some guys take 4. Do you think there will be a tire advantage between those?
No,
who took
not
4
at
and
all. I didn't take any. I don't think tires are going to be that big of a deal.
I'd be a little bit worried if I was Jesse Holmes, though, being alone out of that draft for the amount of time that he was. He's going to lose a lot of time, I think, here. And he's way far ahead of Joe Nallback and John Nallmatter, so.
Yeah, absolutely. But we never know what's going to happen here with potential cautions and things of that nature, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, a lot of people got really, really separated. I'm thinking that these guys that may have stayed out the longest might be in the best position right now. Nallback goes a lap down. He's so far back.
So we'll see where we cycle out.
It looks like Adam Pettit's going to be the leader. You're going to be in 4th, it looks like, when this is all cycled through, if you manage to keep your position. But everyone's really separated, and they're hoping that they can just cling on to the draft. And right now, it's only about a 5-car pack up there. Matt Forn's getting put a lap down.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised it worked its way out. I figured the pack would have been a little bit bigger than this.
Yeah, some mistakes, some people on alternating strategies. Everyone else is off pit road. And yeah, the guys that just pitted, they're going to be way far behind. Hopefully they can cling on to one of the couple packs that are cycling out through. Well, yeah, at least for you, you're in a good position. Just hope that those 5 cars don't wreck and you'll be in a good position. Oh, there they go! Caution is out.
Caution, yellow flag.
Man, I need to change my shorts.
Yeah, to say, hey, hopefully they don't wreck, and then boom, caution comes out.
You're like the Midas touch of death, Joe.
Well, let's take a look at what happened here. So, the 49 looked like he just slowed down. Yeah, he did slow down. It looked like for a lapped car. And then, ooh, Matt Forn sent him flying. And yeah, the 33 and the 9 just got caught up into it. I don't know. That's surprising to see from this group. Didn't need to slow down that much for a lap car, though, I'll tell you that.
No, not at all.
Well,
In my opinion, but you know, like I said, I'm just out here to have some fun today, so that's exactly what we're doing.
poor old Foreign's the only one that got a meatball out of that.
Poor Matt couldn't buy luck for. He could have won that $1.7 billion that we just had for the Powerball lottery. Matt could have won that and still not bought any luck.
Did he, did anyone win it?
Yeah, I think one person in California, they said, won that.
Oh, whoopee. Well, hey, working out good for you so far, second place. Chad Wiggins stays out, as does Gossert and Tripp. They're going to be really close on fuel, though.
Yep, I'm going to be staying in the pit lane for a little bit here, give myself another EOL, and then go out and see what happens.
Yeah, overall, been a clean race. I think it's going to be getting a little bit more spicy.
It'll definitely get all the spicy.
Yeah, and this wreck here is good news for a lot of people. The pack was really, really split up. There were, groups of a couple here and there, really spread out. So that caution saved us from having a boring race.
I don't think it would have been boring regardless, though, because you still had... I'm taking myself out of it because I would have backed out and not helped anybody. As, obviously I can't being an admin here. I want to keep it fair. But 4 cars can still put on one heck of a race coming back to the green or to the checkered flag there towards the end.
Yeah,
and we still had another pit cycle to come through, so a lot of excitement was still to come.
20 cars is more fun than 4, though. Running together, let's be honest.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think Johnny, I don't know why he was falling back. I was thinking maybe it was black flag for a second.
So, just to give everybody at home a little bit of an idea, I have an estimated 28 laps of fuel right now, and we are at 30 to go. So the guys that just pitted on this last cycle, if they do a little bit of saving, they may be able to go the entire distance.
Honestly, I would come in and pit again and get a top off.
That's exactly what I'm doing. But I think the guys that stayed out and did not come in, I think are going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, it seems like about half the field, and about a third of the field will come down and get fuel. James McRae doesn't even look like he was in that wreck. Bobby Rafferty, Robert Tripp, Ray. Only 4 cars, only 4 cars coming and get extra fuel. So if it stays green, that extra lap that you're saving, it might be it for all of you. So,
well, we'll see how it all plays out here.
Yeah, looking good in that 12 car.
I appreciate it. They, Cameron Colby with Simrap Market did a bang out job for all of the cutscene cars.
Yeah, we're happy to have a cutscene on. Well, Zach put in the chat. That is the second time this week you've done it. You jinxed him. We're having fun, says Matt. Zach, who was
Matt,
the first?
Hang on, Matt. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. We're having fun. This is fun.
So, Zach, I want to add. He said "fum," what the hell that means. Is it some sort of inside joke?
No, I said fun.
Yeah,
it
but
may have
he's spelling it with an
fun.
M.
Oh, I have no idea. That shows you how much fun he's having.
Zach, who was the first person I jinxed this week?
Me last night. You said I was going to win it.
I mean, hey, you didn't wreck, though, so consider that a bonus.
I'm telling you. Thank God for a good run last night. I'll take it.
This is what he said, cup race. You said something about a caution, and next thing it came out.
Green flag, green flag.
Look, man, I have magic powers.
Well, green flag is out.
And green flag is out, and everyone got really, really separated. The outside line just didn't do anything. Or are you already in 7th? Huh?
I have no idea.
You started in the rear, did you not?
For the most part, yeah.
Huh.
I think there was only a few cars behind me.
Guess I wasn't paying attention. And it's going to take the outside line of probably a lap or 2 to get going, but guess who's in the front? Maybe the lower series super speedway king, Jesse Holmes. Nathan Fuller, you know, he's up there for the first time pretty much all night. Haven't seen any of that U.S. Army Pontiac up there. Randy Gassert making the moves on the outside line with Johnny Brugge, and bye-bye, Johnny. Gonna leave him out there, and hopefully Johnny can get up front by himself. A couple cars getting stranded in the rear. Hopefully they'll be able to at least pull on them to get back into the line.
We, looks like, looking in my mirror, have a pretty decent line forming on the outside of cars.
Now, this is always an interesting question, you know, coming down to like 15 to go. Where do you feel more comfortable, outside or inside line?
I've always felt more comfortable on super speedways on the outside line. I don't like the idea of being trapped on the inside because, yes, wrecks usually go up, but they inevitably come down at Mach Jesus, and it's very, very hard to avoid them.
Yeah, third in the high side right now. Jesse Holmes putting on a good push for the 95. They're kind of sprinting away a little bit from the inside. Jesse Holmes looks low. Now, the 95, you got to keep this in mind, though. If you're, you know, hanging a little bit above that yellow line, there are some drivers that will take that opportunity to pass you low like that, and it is legal. So if you don't want to get passed on the inside on the bottom, because you know Jesse Holmes was thinking about that when he made that kind of twitch move. People will make that kind of move if you leave them the opportunity. I think there's an old saying, Bobby, if you give racers an inch, they will take a mile.
I'll do it every single time.
And you know, there's a lot of drivers too. They're not rule breakers, they're rule makers. I still don't know why you don't call the outside line rule the Joe rule.
You'll have to bring me up to speed on that one. I'm not too sure about that one.
I did it in a completely legal way. You know, if there was a checkup, I would just go to the outside. I never hanged back, you know, intentionally like waiting for them like some guys do. I would just, you know, sit behind the guy, and then if a checkup happened, I would just dart outside every time. No one ever blocked it typically. So inevitably when it checks up, because they check up a lot, you know, it happened in Xfinity and it happened in Truck and ARCA. You know, if a checkup happens, you take it. If it doesn't, then you just stay in line.
That's just smart racing, though.
Yeah.
Johnny's doing a really good job right now of controlling both lines and controlling the runs inside and outside.
Yeah. But now in the league, you know, you can't do that anymore on the restarts. So that's why I say it'd be called the Joe rule, because I did that more than anybody else. Wasn't cheating. It was smart. Yeah, 3 wide between 1595 and 87. 15 gonna get into position. I started to block you, says Zach. You weren't the only one. I think Isaac did it once, or someone. I don't remember who. Maybe it was Colt. I think it was Colt. Colt did that once. Things are a lot different though. But it seems like you guys are having fun with the truck leagues, even though you guys are scary.
Well, if you could shoot me back up with Steven, Joe, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll drag you down for right before the big one.
Copy that.
All right, boys. So since you know, we told him that we'll drag him down right before the big one. Big one will happen a lap before. Oh no, a lap after we drag him down. So what lap should we bring not Johnny, Bobby back down, guys? Anyone want to interject? I'll let him be on his own with 5 to go or something. So we'll bring him down with 9 to go. Talk to him for a few minutes, and then we'll put him back up with 5 to go. Let him have some fun. Big one happened on the lap on 8 laps to go, guys. 8 laps to go. So that's my prediction. Everyone's, you know, they still got 20 minutes to go. You know, 21 laps to go. It's a little bit under 20 minutes. You know, you're lapping the track at about, I don't even know what the best lap is right now. What is the best time? So, you know, we're running in about 45 seconds, so we're clocking off 5 laps every, like, my brain going burst. We're clocking off 6 laps about every 5 minutes. So, you know, we still got a good 15, 16 minutes to go in the race. So, you know, we still got time. We still got time. All right, well, with 20 laps to go, we will take our final commercial break. This is Southern Broadcast Race Network.
First thing that's really worked for me, put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade. You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good! Just try it.
Back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. If you're looking for a broadcaster to broadcast their races, you know, we are looking for leagues to broadcast. So if you are a league owner looking to get some leagues broadcasted, hit us up in the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You know, we got all the links up down in the description of the Twitch channel. Got a lot of open dates, got a lot of open times. So hit us up. We'd be happy to see you and maybe broadcast for you. So hit us up in one of the apps below. "17 laps to go at Daytona. It's Jesse Holmes leading with 17 to go. And he's been out there a majority of the day. It's been pretty much him, Johnny Brugge, and the 33. And that would be Nathan Nixon. Nathan Nixon, really far back there. Got caught up in a wreck with a checkup for a lap car. I mean, his car still looks pretty good out there. So, shouldn't be too bad. Mike Simone, however, is out there. He's going to be put a lap down very, very soon. I mean, he's been a lap down for a long, long time. 27 laps down. Back coming, gonna go down low and let him on by. Just make sure you get him by before you get to the corner, Mike. Don't want to fly up the track. And he'll stay down low. We need some predictions, guys. Who's gonna win? You know, I gotta say, my prediction all night been Jesse Holmes. I think Jesse Holmes gonna do it tonight. You know, Jesse, always a strong super speedway driver. He's led the most laps. I wanted him from the start. I think Jesse Holmes might be able to do it tonight. Don't forget about Johnny Brugge, though. He's been working with Jesse Holmes for a good portion of the night. They are 1 and 2 on the high side and the low side. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how they are going to work side by side. Brugge wasn't too aggressive on it, but he was aggressive once they got to the high side. Who do we got here? We got a follow. Rumpy Bomber. Thank you for the follow. Jesse is my hero. Well, you know, hopefully Jesse can win for you. Yeah, as I was saying, you know, keep an eye on Randy Gosert too. You know, not really been doing much and kind of hanging around in the top, you know, 5 all day, but just not been doing much, been kind of a pusher. Don't forget about Bobby Rafferty. You know, he's probably not going to try to win this one for himself. He's going to, you know, he's just hanging around trying to have some fun. He's running 5th right now. Nathan Fuller hanged in the back for the first half and now up to the front, up in 3rd on the bottom line. That U.S. Army Pontiac, you know, it's still going strong. John Del Mater, haven't seen much of him today. Hanging around up in 8th spot. Has some work to do, but maybe he can make something happen. Tony Frey, second highest mover today other than Nathan Fuller. Still kind of hanging around mid-pack, hasn't been really above the 10th place line. James McRae caught up in a wreck earlier. Not sure if there's any damage holding him back, but you know, he started in the top 2. Actually, he started in 1st. And hasn't been up there since. Amazing qualifier, almost like Ryan Newman, just can't get a win. Maybe it'll be today, but he has a lot of work to do. High side falls off just a bit. As the 95 looked like he thought about moving outside, so you might have another little guy behind you there, Jesse. So 95, what he's going to try to do, it looks like if he's going to get the run, he'll take the outside. He has it. If he wants it, there he is. Randy Gosart going to take the outside line. Now Nathan Fuller will pull in behind Jesse Holmes. 11 laps to go. Come on, we got 19 viewers in the chat. Come on, guys, let's get some chats on. Let's go. Johnny's really falling off the 95. The 95 just has no help right now. You can hang a little bit alone. But he's really hoping that 95 can do something for him. Big push from the 15 to the 95. You can't go much harder than that. And the 95 going to get a big speed boost down to the front straightaway. We're going to get Bobby in 1 lap after the next lap. And we're predicting the big one on lap 8. 10 laps to go. 66, haven't seen much of him for the most of the day. He's running the wrong number. I think, yeah, he is a lap down, so that's unfortunate. Would be in a good position right now, but 15 and a 95, big run for both of them. He's thinking about it. Johnny Brugge takes the inside line. And the 95 alone now on the high side. Johnny Brugge to the lead of the bottom. Time to get our in-race reporter for the final time. Here's Bobby Rafferty. Well, I told the guys that I'd get you at 9 to go, and the big one's going to happen on lap 8. How's it going on the high side?
Just cruising right along, saving fuel. I'm sitting at 8.9 laps estimated right now, so we're right on a number.
Yeah, so if that's how it is right now, then I would say there's only about 4 cars that realistically have a shot to win it. And that's those guys who came in just 1 lap early, or with 1 lap later. That would be you, Frey, Rip, and Frey. That's
Yep.
it. A couple cars come down pit road, Chad Wiggins and Mike Simone. So you think there's a lot of guys just, waiting, hoping for a caution at this point?
At this point, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because if that's the case, we're going to be seeing a lot of guys either trying to run it to the end or hitting on the white flag lap. I mean, Jesse and Johnny are running so good tonight. It's unfortunate that good run may get cut short due to fuel.
We will see what happens. The other end of that, it could be a matter of, when we do go down a pit, if these guys go down, then us 4 are hung out to dry because they're going to go get the fuel. The caution's going to be there. We'll have to go down because we don't have enough to make the green-white checkered, and we'll be restarting from the back. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, if they do come down, they're going to pit at the absolute last possible moment.
You almost have to. Their bet is made. They have to lay in it now.
Yep. Surprising, though, that so many people didn't come down. But, with 7 laps to go, if you're someone like yourself, have you been doing any fuel saving?
This entire run, I've been watching the fuel, watching the laps, trying to run, like I said, trying to run to a number here. Like right now, I'm at 6.1 gallons, so I'm right on the money if I can keep running the way I'm at. Or laps, I'm sorry.
Yeah. They're just good. So, like with these guys, you got to think if you're good, they're probably not.
Exactly.
Well, we'll put you back in there once we get the clicker down to 5 to go. Well, who knows? If it ends up like that, you might get a win out of this.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's super speedway racing. You never know.
It's going to be a 4-car battle if it's the case. All right, well, good luck. We'll leave you alone for the last 5 laps.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Oh, big crash. Bobby Rafferty. It's going to be the 9 and the 10. And, Bobby comes up on the track. The 33 to 87 to 95. Caution is out. Delmata around. And, oh, no. Oh no. As soon as I put him back up, what happened? I got, okay. What happened here? Oh, man. Looked like there was some sort of check up there. 96 checked up and Bobby got turned. Couple guys. Oh. Yeah, that ain't good. That ain't good right there. Well, on the bright side, everyone's going to make it on fuel. Yeah, it looked like just a checkup, and There's almost nothing you can do here. You know, he's probably turning it right. And this big old pile up. Well, I didn't jinx no one. Yeah, I mean, there's a big one, though. Happened with 4 to go. Actually happened with 5 to go. Well, here they come down pit road. Everybody has to come down for fuel. And down they come. Verfan, one of the guys that are out there that were leading. Well, that caution flag is what you were hoping for. Johnny Brugge almost certainly going to be the leader as they come down pit road for the final time tonight. Jesse Holmes overshot his pit a bit. Couple cars taking tires. Fuel only for the 29. And here's how they will come out. I don't think, no, Robert Tripp and Trad Wiggins did not pit. They are banking on this race finishing on the first attempt. Out of the pit lane, it'll be Brugge for Weston Holmes. And it looks like everybody else down the pit lane getting damage fixed. Should I dare bother the admins? I don't know. We'll see.
From the results.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But if like an admin does win, then
Hello,
nobody
Joe. Hold on.
gets removed. Nobody gets a win. Oh.
Hi.
Hello, Joe. I did not know you pulled me.
I didn't pull you.
No,
I
you did
joined
not.
in. I kicked down the door.
Oh.
Just want to get the fellow admins' opinions. Who do you think's going to get the win?
Rug.
Rug?
No idea.
No idea from Matt.
Probably Jesse Holmes. All he does is run super speedways.
I think it's going to be between Jesse and Johnny, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that will be the case. You know what happened there? The 95 looks like it just checked up there.
He ran
Nope.
out of fuel.
Ran out
Oh.
of fuel.
Ran out
Yeah.
of fuel that late. Oh man.
Well, it is what it is, right? But you asked the question. I'm going to answer. The 29. Jesse's going to win this thing.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people, including myself. You know, I'd like to see Jesse win. Doesn't show up a ton, but would like to see that 29 come in. But you know, the 29 and 15 been working real good tonight. So we'll see what they can do. But you know, I'll tell you this: Tripp and Wiggins, they're banking on this race ending on a green-white checkered and hoping that another caution doesn't come out. Another caution comes out, they're going to run out probably.
Yep. And I'm going to lay you $1. We're probably going to see another caution.
All right, well, have fun with the rest of the race, and we'll catch you later.
All right. Thanks, man.
Hi. Oh, I just heard a notification and then nothing. All right, let's go, Brugge. We got from Zach. 95 ran out of fuel from Matt in the chat. All right. Lights off on the pace car. 2 laps to go. Green, white, checkered. It's the same story we've seen a lot of times before. Tripp and Wiggins, they are hoping that they will make it to the end. Wait, did they pit? Wiggins pit. Oh boy. Wiggins does have enough fuel. Tripp may not. But keep an eye out for Chad Wiggins, because Chad has enough, but the 35 may not. So if he's staying out there, he must feel like he has enough just to make it one time around. If a caution comes out again, it will be over. This is the first of 2 attempts.
Green flag.
Green flag. Slow start from the 35, a bump to the 15. Chad Wiggins gets a good restart, 2 at the 4, pushing him. And the high side's a little bit separated, but the front very organized as they head to turn 1. Chad Wiggins gets a good run on the high side. Has about a half car length lead over the 35. Now, the one thing I'm worried about is Thumb in front is the 35 running out of fuel, so I'll be doing anything to put him 3 wide. Down the back stretch they come with 2 laps to go. Johnny Brugge has the 35 jacked up. Has himself all over the bumper. 2 laps to go. Coming out of 3 and 4. We'll see the white flag this time. Jesse Holmes remains in 6th. Brugge in 3rd. Fuller 4th. White flag this time. Chad Wiggins leads him down to 1. Chad looks on the high side. Continues to get the big push from Nathan Fuller. The 35 still hanging out there. Robert Tripp. The 17 a little bit loose on the end of Nathan Fuller. Holmes looks outside. Down the back straightaway the final time. The 35 getting pushed away all you can. The 15 gets put to the outside, and the 72 making the move on the inside. They're going to be banging up right now. 3 wide, 4 wide. The leaders are wrecking. The 72 just avoids the wreck. Everyone spins around. The 72 is going to win the race. Josh Van Westen down the front straightaway the last time. Josh Van Westen wins the race. Joe Null back 2nd. Chad Wiggins 3rd. Tom Golker 4th. Stephen Hine 5th, Tony Frey 6th, and Nathan Nixon 7th, and McRae 8th with the grass 8th, and Collier 9th. Bobby Rafferty going to come through with his damaged cutscene Chevrolet, pull it off in the grass. Jesse Holmes going to take 10th. I got to tell you, though, that 72, feeling happy that he did not get physicsed, because it was a big run all the way through the back straightaway. We just had the thing pop up. Yeah, I mean, the move starts right here pretty much with Josh Van Westen. Oh man, we are lagging right now. We are lagging. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. We just had a big old leg spike for a second, but yeah. Now, coming down the back straightaway. I'm going to fast forward it real fast. Now, coming down the back straightaway, the move gets made. The lane was open for the 72, and he took it. Brugge gets shuffled to the middle, the 35. Had some help, but the 72 is just on a good charge. And they just got into contact, and everybody just got into it, essentially. I think the 72 did get hit. Yeah, he did, but I think netcode was on his side today. Yeah, 35 to 45 and 29. Everybody, all the leaders, pretty much. Joe Nallback barely makes it through. There's a little hit to Chad. Oh man, Tony just got absolutely demolished. He just got demolished. Went on his roof, managed to finish in 6th. Not bad. We're having really bad leg spikes. Sorry about that, guys. But you know what? Let's take a look. Take a look on the move with Joel Nallback. Everybody wrecked in front of him. He's just wishing that one more car could have gotten taken with. View from Tom Golker. Gets the wall ride, but manages to finish it in 4th spot. Josh Van Wessen. The winner tonight, we're going to get it rewound real fast and get some interviews. All right, let's get the interviews first with Joe Novak. Joe, how you doing? Joe Novak, you there? Are you there? We will try him again. All right. Well, Josh, how you doing? Winner.
Oh man, that was a test for patience right there.
Yeah, I got on the inside on the last lap. I got the big push from the 45. 35 didn't block. Everyone wrecks, and you got hit a little bit, but kept it going. How about it?
Oh, well, Ethan and I, we were talking as we were coming onto that last lap, and it was going to be if they give a lane, as long as I keep it above the double yellow, I'm taking it. And Ethan was going to be right there behind me. He's my teammate in the ARCA. He's an awesome teammate. I couldn't ask for anyone better. Him and I worked on our fuel strategy the entire time. We had it ready to go if it was going to go green, white check, or green to the finish there, but we ended up getting that caution. Yeah, that was crazy. I was just surprised that them guys gave up that bottom line like that. I could not believe it, but when they did, I had that pedal as far as I could push it through the pedal.
You know, didn't see much of you this entire race. So how was it with your race for you?
A lot of it was, like I said, we were playing the fuel strategy game, just trying to stay out of trouble, make smart decisions. Mainly, we were just focused on, all right, if this goes green, we need to pit on this lap, and we need to pit on this lap. But Ethan and I, we were running laps last night, just trying to figure some stuff out for the track, and him and I couldn't be happier. He ended up getting caught up in that last little bit of a wreck there, but he did still finish. He did still get a top 10 finish. So good night for the team. I will say that. Very good night for the team.
All right. Well, that being said, good job tonight. Good win. What do you got for shoutouts?
Say that again.
Good job. Good win. What do you got for shoutouts?
Want to give a shout out to Depp Paints. They're the one that designed my new paint wrap for this season. Suicide Awareness. Shout out to FRC Motorsports, my team. Ethan, all the truck drivers, all of us working together on trying to make this team to the best of that we can do. Shout out to you and Jeremy for always putting on a good broadcast, and shout out to Relentless for always making sure that guys are having fun. That's what this league is about. It's here to have fun.
All right. Well, good job tonight. Good win. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Sounds good. See ya.
See ya. By the way, it's going to be Richmond in 2 weeks. All right, let's try it with Joe again. Joe, you there this time?
Yeah, can you hear me this time?
We hear you.
Wow, yeah, unfortunately I had my voice turned off and I didn't know which button on the wheel I was supposed to push to talk. I couldn't remember.
Well, you were in about 9th place. Maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher when that crash happened. They wreck in front of you. It misses everything but one car, but 2nd place ain't too bad.
Yeah, I will definitely take it. I was really sweating the fuel there towards the end. I was trying to run about half throttle, and it looked like somebody must have run out that caused that first little mix up there. And I have my wheel settings messed up, and I couldn't not take tires, so I ended up taking tires and fell way back. And then, yeah, the God smiled upon me, and everything opened up in front of me. And for some reason, everybody kind of washed down, and there it was, open track, except for one car. So I just kept my foot in it and saw the checkered flag coming.
Yeah, I mean, your race, you kind of hanged around mid pack all day, so just kind of waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah, for the most part. I'm only about a year into iRacing and haven't been doing that much pack racing. So, last thing I want to do is ruin everybody's day, but I need to force myself to get up there and kind of get in the mix. So I was trying to be as cautious as possible. With these ARCA cars, you get a little bit of a run, and the next thing you know, you're bumping them in the butt. So I was
Not
trying to stay
mistaken.
back a little bit.
You did
Yeah.
pretty good in the truck race too, didn't you?
Yeah, I was I was a little I caught a good benefit on that one too. So luck is smiling on me this week. Maybe I should play the lotto.
Yeah, maybe. Well, hey, 2 good finishes this week at Daytona. Can't ask more for much more. So, good job getting the record avoidance, getting the second place. 2 good results. What do you got for shoutouts?
I really just want to say thanks to Relentless for putting this league together and letting some of us new aspiring drivers get started in a league that's good. I've been in a couple other smaller leagues, but the racing is nowhere near this level. So, to all the admins and the guys that put this together and put in all that hard work to make a league like this, man, I really want to say thank you. And I enjoy racing with everybody here. It's been a great time so far.
Thank you for that. All right. Well, good job tonight. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
You bet. Enjoy your week off, guys.
Thank you. All right. We're going to see if we can grab Chad real fast. Let's grab Chad. Chad?
What's up, Joe?
Just a little short. But, had a good opportunity.
Let me turn the broadcast down so I don't hear myself. All right, go ahead.
Just a little bit short coming in the end. Had a good run. Got real squirrely at the end. Anything you could have done, maybe, you think?
No, it's I really didn't realize I knew we was 3 wide, but I probably could have gave them a little bit more room. I think 35 got a little loose, but they got the door banging a little bit and come up, put me to the wall. Probably could have gave them just a little bit more room, but I was trying to keep that side draft going, hoping everybody would keep it straight.
Was a good strategy move because, you pit earlier than anyone else. Caution comes out and you're up to second.
Well,
How about
that was
strategy
complete accident. Whenever we come in on that green flag stop, something happened and I didn't take fuel. So I had to go around, managed to get in the pits, and that last caution, or that caution right after the green flag pits, I was going to come down with 1 to go, but I didn't get in the pits. So I was 4 laps down on fuel from everybody else. So I had some help. And went to the pits, got fuel, stayed on the lead lap, and it just lucked into it is all it was.
It worked out. Almost had a win. Hey, third ain't bad though.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was trying to get 4th place to come up here. Admin racing down. I really don't deserve his third. In points, he was actually 3rd place. So
what do you race mainly?
Xfinity.
Xfinity. Yeah, because I haven't been watching any Xfinity this year, so I don't really know how Xfinity's going right now.
It's been a tough start for me. Had first 3 races bad finishes, and then those last 2 I've managed to just try to survive and just trying to work my way back up in points.
All right. Well, good job for you tonight. What do you got for shout outs?
Oh man, give you all a shout out for broadcasting all these races, Relentless Racing League. I've ran 2 or 3 leagues, and I'm down. This is the only league I run anymore. It's one of the best leagues around, in my opinion. Admins are great. Everybody here is just super fun to hang around. Give a shout out to our main league sponsor, cutscene. And oh man, I don't even know who's sponsoring ARCA. Is it Exile?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big shout out to Exile and Ancient World Gaming.
All right. Good job tonight. Maybe we'll see you next week or 2 weeks from now.
Appreciate it, Joe.
Have a good night.
Later.
All right, that's going to be all for the race tonight. Here is the final results. Disregard the one lap downs, but here we go. Justin Weston will win. Joe Nelbeck second, Chad Wiggins third, Tom Gulker fourth, and Stephen Hine fifth. Anthony Frey sixth, and Nathan Nixon seventh. James McRae eighth, and Ethan Collier ninth. Jesse Holmes going to be 10th, and Johnny Brugge 11th. Robert Tripp 12th, Nathan Fuller 13th. Bobby Rafferty 14th, John Delmatter 15th. Darren Bukowski going to be 16th, and Randy Gassert 17th. Mike Simone 18th, and Adam Pettit 19th. Matt Forns in 20th, and that is all for the ARCA race tonight. Off week next week, so we will be here in 2 weeks from now. Actually, you could say about 10 days. We'll be back with Xfinity, Truck, Cup, and ARCA. So that being said, enjoy the off week, guys. We'll be back in 2 Mondays. Good night, everybody. This is the Southern Broadcast Race Network. Josh Van Weston's the winner, and Anthony Frey the highest mover, but since he's an admin, that will go also to Josh Van Weston. So good points day for Josh Van Weston, and he comes out with a win, too. Good night, everybody. This is the Southern Broadcast Race Network.